Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the bold and beautiful edition. All right, y'all. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, December the 19th, 2022. Okay, so it didn't play because a hearing or something was going on. I can't remember. So I had to watch it on Paramount, but I went ahead and did my Young and Restless first because I'm behind, y'all. But anyways, let's jump right into this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna go ahead and give this an 8. We're gonna start off with Steffi as well as Finn, and he says, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys' moms made up." And she said, he said, I thought you wanted her with your dad," and she was like, "Yeah, but I only because I thought that's what made her happy." She said, "But to see her and Brooke just be friends and on common ground, and they're not arguing and they're not in competition. It was a nice thing to see." And he says, "I want to be happy, but I'm thinking about my mom." Well, you've been thinking about this theory about Sheila this whole time, and you've done put your feelings aside. You can be happy another day. But anyways, child. Finn just goes ahead and y'all know y'all gonna hear Mila in the background. Finn just goes ahead and he tells her that he's just so concerned about Sheila, and she said, "I know, it's just nerve-wracking to think that she could possibly be alive." So then y'all, they talk to uh Baker. He comes in and they said, "Did you find Sheila? Did you find her?" I said, "No, he ain't found her, Steffi, or he would have told y'all before that." But anyways, he said, "No, we didn't find Sheila, but we did find something else." And they were like, "What?" He said, "Surveillance." And they said, "I thought Deacon said there wasn't any." And he said, "I wasn't gonna believe no Deacon Carter." I said, "Oh, and I hate the fact that you're right not to believe him, because Deacon, my boy." But he was wrong. He do wipe them tapes. But they said they looked at surveillance from everywhere else. Put that down. They looked at, can y'all get that from her? They looked at surveillance in other videos, and they did see Sheila Carter, and it was a match. They did the face recognition and everything, and it was a match for her. And so they were like, and not only that, but we know where she is, or at least they can attempt to find her. And they were like, "How?" And they said, because they went and took a picture of Sheila getting into the car, and they got the license plate. They said if the car was stolen, of course. And so Steffi and Finn, "She's alive." And Finn, "I knew it. I knew she was alive. All this time she's been alive." I said, "All right, Finn, you better act your two lines out. You better say it with authority." But anyways, he was like, "I knew she was alive this whole time." And Baker said, "But she won't be going far from us, because I have my men all over looking for her in LA." And they said, "Well, what if she goes outside of the jurisdiction?" And Baker was like, "No, let's think about one thing at a time," or whatever. But he did tell them, "Thank y'all so much, because this case would have been closed if y'all hadn't brought this back to us into the light." And they were like, "It's cool, it's cool. Let's just find her. We got to get her off the streets." So then when they get her off the street, we just got to get her off the streets. So then they Baker gets a phone call, and the police officer calls him, and he says he's chasing Sheila Carter. He got her, and he's right behind her. And so Baker was like, "Okay, I'm gonna put you on speaker." I said, "Dad, you all right, Baker. You gonna put him on speaker? I don't know how much. Okay, let's go on and put him on speaker." So the man says, I'm right behind her. She's jumping on the 305 or something like that. And Steffi, are you following her? Don't lose her. Are you I said, "This man, Baker, get this man off speaker." And Finn, "You cannot lose her. You can't lose Sheila." I said, "Sir, he got enough problems trying to keep Sheila." I said, "She gonna end up killing this police officer. She gonna end up, he gonna have to wreck or something." And then, baby, they showed Sheila. And what was Sheila doing? She was determined, because she said, "I'm not going to prison." And she put that foot to the pedal to the metal. She put it on that pedal, and she said, "I'm about to go." I said, "All right, y'all keep messing with Sheila. See what's gonna happen to this police officer." But they keep telling him, "Stay with her. You can't lose her. Don't lose her." I said, "Baker, get it off speaker so Finn and Steffi can stop distracting this man." But anyways, y'all, that was it with them. So then we go over here to Carter and Eric, and Eric said, "We haven't had a chance to talk since everything that went down." And you know what? I didn't mind this scene just between the two of them, because it was just an extra people to be on the soap. You know what I mean? So anyways, he tells him, you know, he no hard feelings about Quinn, nothing. He's like, I'm with Donna now, and I'm happy, and I want you to be happy too. And he was like, and I heard, he was like, I know where this is going. He was like, yeah, I heard you making Katie happy. You and Katie trying to do something. And he says, yeah, but they're going slow with it, and they're just seeing where it goes. He was like, okay. He said, but let me tell you something. Katie gonna be there at Christmas. You got an invite to come on over. Come on over. And he said, okay. He said, and the best thing is Bill won't be there because Carter tells Eric that Katie deserves a man that loves her and only has eyes for her and not her sister like Bill. He said, because Bill is trying to win Katie back. And he tells him that Katie went over to speak to Bill because she said he doesn't sound like himself. And Eric said that is a ploy from Bill, and that's the only thing he's trying to do is to try to get Katie back. And he tells him, hopefully this time she done with them because their child is older now, and so she don't have to stay because of the family. Because that's what one of the reasons Katie always, end up going back to Bill. And he said, well, I'm just hoping that she sees, a better man in her view. Carter said, and that's me. But anyways, y'all, that was the it between these two. Bill just told him, excuse me, Eric just told him, watch out for Bill. Ooh, y'all. We go over here to Bill and Katie. I said, Bill, what is going on here? So this man is crying, right? Because he wants Katie back so bad. And he has done her so dirty. And he has betrayed her trust over again and over loving her sister more than he loved her. He did not want Katie like that. But all of a sudden, because he can't have Brooke, and Katie has moved on and she not sitting around pick me Katie, all of a sudden Bill wants Katie back, and he's telling her, let's take a yacht, let's go with our son, and we can go away for days, weeks, months. I said, wait a minute, this girl has a job, sir. What are you talking about? But I mean, I guess he like, you gonna be with me, I'm gonna be your man, we're gonna be getting back together, you ain't gotta work and all that. So but Katie is just like, she said, Bill, you're worrying me. He tells Katie, I need you. He just keeps repeating over and over again, I need you, I need you. And she said, well, Bill, you keep saying you need me, well, what about me? And I said, tell him, Katie. She was like, what about me? What about my needs? What about my wants? You're just thinking about yourself. And I said, and is. And so then she tells him, you keep saying that you've worked on yourself and you're making better choices and you're doing all of this. Then why don't you go on your yacht, be by yourself, and continue to grow and have growth in your personal and emotional development? And he says, I need you, Katie. I need you to be leading. I said, don't nobody want nobody that they gotta lead. I don't. You don't want somebody you gotta lead. And don't be depending on me for all your emotional support, because I'm not gonna give it to you all the time. That's crazy talk to me. And that's exactly what Katie was thinking, because she started crying because she was like, Bill, I can't be this person that you, hey mama, Mila, I can't be this person that you want me to be for you. Like, I'm not, like, you can't just depend on me and lean on me. I can't do this for you. I said, no, Bill, she don't want to. But he kept going and kept begging her to be with him. He was like, I'm ready now. I'm over Brooke. I love you and I only want to be with you. He was acting Thomas level creepy. He was. I said, "Whoo, Lord." And then she said, you're wearing that necklace and you're acting like you don't know what that means. She said, get with somebody who appreciates what that necklace does for you, because it ain't me. And then she said, oh, I gotta go. Katie was trying to get up out of there. She said, I gotta call me a ride. He said, no, don't call a ride. Stay. I love you. And then, later on, her ride gets here and it's a knock on the door, a doorbell. It was one of them, child. And so then she said, I called him, and he said, him? I said, girl, you text Carter? Carter came in that man's house. Bill turned around and he said, Carter, he looked at Carter, and Carter said, Bill, And she said, I gotta go. I called a friend and I called him. And he said, you don't need to go with him. You need to be here with me. Katie, don't do this. Stay. I said, whoo, I'm glad you called somebody that can fight in case Bill do something. Because he is coming off real creepy and scary right now and emotionally unstable. And so she said, I'm leaving because Katie can't do it anymore with Bill. She can't do it anymore with you, Bill. And so Carter is there, just to protect her and everything. And she leaves with Carter, and that's that on that. And so then Bill, and she gives him his cross necklace back. So then Bill takes that cross necklace, he puts it on. His eyes all red because he been crying, but they looking scary too. Like he's a different kind of Bill. And I said, oh well, we'll see, y'all. And y'all, that was the Bold and the Beautiful today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Goodbye.